Okay, so once again, this is part two of our introduction to Blackboard for CIT 105. I'm going to move on. The next chapter is, or the next part of Blackboard that we're going to look at is readings, trainings, and tests. I've made this the default homepage for this class, so generally when you log into Blackboard, it's going to take you straight here, just because this is where the majority of your work is going to come from. So there are 5 different sections in this class. There's the preliminary chapters, which just cover things like hardware and software and viruses and networks and computers in general, those kinds of things. So these are covered in the 5 chapters. Then we were going to move on to Microsoft Word, then Excel, then Access, and then finally PowerPoint. And what I've tried to do is include everything that you need for each of these sections in these 5 folders. So as an example, here's Word. And I click on Word and it opens this up. Now, Word consists of 3 modules, Modules 1, Modules 2, and Modules 3. Up here at the top, these are where you'll find the tests. I'll discuss those in a second. So let's just look at Module 1. You'll find different things in here. Like this first one is always going to be the reading. So if I click on this, this will take me into the online text for the module 1. So this will eventually open up to module 1 in the textbook. It's got to go through the pop-up, and then finally here we are in module 1. Now each of these sections is going to include a textbook project, and so like for module 1, what we're going to do is we're going to create this folder or this flyer called for Surfs Up, and it will take you step by step of how to create this thing. So I'll show you where we're going to go. So like so like these number 1, number 2, these are the step-by-step things that I was talking about. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create this document and you're just going to follow these instructions, and hopefully when you do this you'll learn how to use Word a little bit better as you go along. And so each of these sections is going to have this these little step-by-step projects. And you can follow along, and this will help you learn how to use the application. Another thing I want to show you is the training. So the training is I've suggested you do these things before you take the test, and there are different parts of it. So again, it's going to open up and it's going to take you to module 1 training. So when it opens up, you're going to see this page. Sorry about that. I had to pause the video for a second. But anyway, takes you to the training. So if I start this, it's going to open up another little window. These things take a little while to open. So what these things will do, these will give you little assignments. Now the training isn't graded or anything like that, but it will give you these assignments. And so like this will show you show hide word formatting marks, and so this will give you a little bit of explanation about what we're going to do. And up here you'll see this is the intro, which just kind of describes it, and it will we can click on observe, and observe, click on the show.
In the paragraph group on the Home tab, click the Show Hide Formatting Marks button.
And then they'll do it.
Formatting marks appear in the document. Paragraph formatting marks show the end of each paragraph, and raised dots show spaces. Click the Show Hide Formatting Marks button again. The formatting marks are now hidden.
So when this is done, you'll see that you've got this done. So now we can move on to like practice, and what practice will do is it'll tell you what to do and then you do it. So we click on this, hit on play.
In the paragraph group on the Home tab, click the Show Hide Formatting Marks button.
So this doesn't do it for me, I have to do it. So once I click this, it moves on.
Formatting marks appear in the document. Paragraph formatting marks show the end of each paragraph, and raised dots show spaces. Click the Show Hide Formatting Marks button again. The formatting marks are now hidden.
And then the last section is apply, and this is where it will tell you what to do. So you get these instructions down here, and it will tell you what to do, and you just do it. It doesn't give you any arrows of what to do or anything like that. You have to know to click this, and then so it'll tell you it'll tell you what you've done and make sure that you've done it correctly. And so it's like click the show hide button to show the formatting, then click the show hide to get rid of them. So I'm going to click on this again, it'll go away, and it says that I'm complete. So this is how you do the training, and it moves on to the next one. So like each of these sections is going to have one of these training things. So if I click on Microsoft Word and I go to Module 2, you'll see that this chapter is set up pretty much the exact same way. These class files, this files are things that we're going to be using in class. So if you're in one of my in-person classes, we'll be seeing these. These are videos and things that are included in the chapter. Again, but going back, each of these sections, so like just to show you, I'm going to go back and I'll look at Excel, and you'll see that it's set up kind of exactly the same way. But each of these sections also has the online test. So these are the tests that you're going to take for this class, and you will actually, I mean, this is where you're going to take it. You will be graded on these, so you have to make sure you take these things. And again, remember that these things are always going to be due on a Sunday, so make sure that you set time away on that weekend to get these things. And these are going to work the same way that we've been doing along. You're just going to click it. It's going to take you to MindTap, and then it'll eventually get to where you open the test. So this is it going to MindTap. And then it's going to move on to the test itself. And then you can just click on Start. And again, this is, you can see that it's all. Now the thing to remember is like, the things about this is to tell you how many times you can take the test and how many times are left. And I can click on Start, and this will actually start the test. So I click on this, it's going to open a pop-up, and it'll take me to the test. So when I start the test, it's going to look really similar to the practice test that we did earlier. I think I'm in Excel. So like for this one, enter the number 5000 in cell D7. So I'm going to go to D7 and enter 5000. And then it moves. It tells me I got the right answer, and then it moves along. And you just keep clicking, you just keep doing what it says. Like you may need to make these a little bigger to see everything that you need to do. But I'll just show you a little bit. Like if I do something wrong, well, I'm going to do something else different on the test a little bit later, so I'll get back to that. But that's how you get to the test. So let's get out of this. And every section is going to be the same way. So see, like that's Excel. This is Access. Access only has 2 sections, but it still has the test and then the practice. And then finally we have PowerPoint, which again has 3 sections. This is a little bit out of order the way it's shown in the book, but I do that for a really good reason. But trust me. So this is where this will be. Now for my online folks, just ignore this because this isn't included in your class. For my in-person classes, there's a place that says Office Practical Test. There are going to be 4 practical tests that we're going to be taking this semester, and this is just where you would submit them. And we'll deal with that when we start getting a little bit closer to time to take the test, which I believe for you guys is October 13th is the first time we're going to take the Word test here. And like I said, I'll show you a little bit more about how that works in a bit. Makeup test and projects. If you need to make up a test, this is where you're going to do it. I've got this video that it's a YouTube video that actually the publisher puts out about how to do one of these things.
Welcome to
So This is going to show you how to take a test, and click on this online test. So this is tells you how, is for to make up one of the online tests, and I also have things over here how to make up one of the practical projects if you missed that. Um, and there's different. There's like a carrot and a stick. Yes, you do get if you miss a test, you do get to do this, do the makeup test, but you these projects are much harder than the test, so I really suggest that you take the test rather than these things. And there are 3 online tests for like Word. There are 3 online tests for PowerPoint. Access only has 2, and Excel has 3. These will make up for 1 missed test in that section. So if you miss 1 Word test, you can do this online project, and the grade that you get on that will replace the Word test that you missed. If you miss all 3 Word tests, this is still only going to make up 1. So you won't have 3 zeros, you only have 2, but you will get 1 grade. So please, I can't stress this enough, do not miss the test. Videos, as I create more things or find videos that are important, I'll be posting them here. This video will appear here pretty soon, as soon as I get done with it. So these are where my videos are going to go. Class files, my in-person classes, we're going to be doing some projects in the class. So these are like some starter files that I've created. So like when we go into the Word class, like for Module 1, here's Module 1 before, Module 2 after. So like this is, oops, sorry. This is like that surfing project that I showed you in Module 1 that we create. So that's that. Okay, and download text data files. Now remember me telling you that like the picture of that surfer, you need to download that. So here's where you can download the student data files. So I click on this, it's going to open up a window, and it's going to take me to the Cengage's site where I can download these videos. I'm sorry, not the videos, but the pictures. So I click on this link, and then the data files. And so like these are all of the data files for this book. So like if I click on the Word Module 1, click on that, it's going to create a zip file. And let's see if I can even see what's going on in here. So here's the file that it created. So let's open it up. Here's Module 1. And here is that picture, that surfing picture that we were dealing with earlier. So this is how you download the files that you if you're going to do those little orange number 1, number 2, number 3 things. This is where you get the files that you may need to start off on those things. It will, if you do the textbook, it'll ask you to like insert the surfing picture for Module 1, and so this is, you go to Module 1, download this file, and then create it. So that's where all that stuff is. So I'm going to click on close this. Download it. I've created this grade book, which should show you all of your grades for this class, and this is only the things that are applicable to this class. So this is everything that you need for this class to get where you need to go. I'm kind of surprised. I'm sorry. There's one I thought you all would see, but you don't see it. Oh, final grade. Yeah, that's it. Online test average. So this here, the final grade, when this starts showing up, this is the grade that you have as of right now. So this will tell you where you stand in the class at any moment. Then there's an online test average, so that's the average of all of your online tests. And for my in-class students, the practical test average, it gives you that average. And then this is again your final grade of where you stand at any moment. If you need help, click on this. There are 2 ways that you can get to it. There's this, which is a phone number, and it'll get you a hold of Cengage technical support. And then we also have this, which is where you can open up an online ticket. Now, the thing to remember is like I don't offer support for this. I mean, I can help you if I need to. If I can, I'll try to help you. But there's some things that I can't do, or I'm not necessarily available 24/7 like these people are. So you will definitely want to get in contact with Cengage if you have any issues. So, like I said, the other link, this was to open up a phone. This is a phone number that you can call. This is to open up a web ticket, and they will get back with you about how to fix your problem. I myself generally call this phone number just because I like dealing with somebody and it gets me a quicker response. And this last one, help, is some help for Blackboard. So this is some Blackboard help. But that's the Blackboard page for this class. So there'll be more videos coming. So stay tuned.